Hey guys, it's Keto Kaya. I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm in my pajamas, rocking them today. Pink snowflakes, gray snowflakes on them. Yes. So, anyways, I wanted to make the title of this video. So, the title of this video is how I have gone from 217 pounds on a vegan vegetarian diet to now I am 193 pounds on a keto carnivore diet thing. So, I mean, I'm not doing carnivore, but like a mixture of the two, whichever. So, yeah, so I'd like to talk about like kind of more of my experience that I went through on the vegan vegetarian diet, and talk about the foods that people are consuming, that they're telling people to, consume, like superfoods and all these kind of things, and the effects and stuff. So there was one thing, I made my other video where I was talking about my experiences with diet and all that. Well, there's one more thing I forgot. I actually tried the raw vegan diet too, and that diet, oh boy, man, my whole face was broken out, like my skin broken out like I had never seen before. I had this crushing chest pain, like in the middle of my chest, like my heart. And then one day I went outside, I almost fainted. I almost passed out on the ground. It was really, really bad. Really bad. So yeah, so I'd like to talk about this, like how, it's really been eye-opening to me to see how much sugar causes weight gain, how these foods, they really like caused me to gain weight, because I kind of thought like, oh wow, like, I heard all these things like, oh, vegan diet, like it's gonna reduce inflammation, you're gonna have your inflammation reduced, like you get your body alkaline, and then your inflammation's gonna, go away and all this, and oh, it's gonna fix autoimmune disease and all this stuff. There's all these things you hear, so I kind of like, that's how I kind of brought into it. I thought, oh, okay, let me try this. This will fix me. This will help me. Like meat is the problem. That's what's probably causing the issue. Whatever. I fell into all that stuff, all that like information. I was like, okay, let me try this. Whichever. So I thought like, oh wow, like hold on a minute, like so I'm doing this for a while. I feel great in the beginning, and then after a while, it's like, hang on a second, I'm actually gaining weight here, and my stomach, like, I'm going to be honest, that on the vegan diet, vegetarian diet, like, I felt like I was, like, 6 months pregnant. Like, my stomach, I was like, wait a minute, like, what's going on here? Shouldn't I be losing weight? Like, I'm just eating vegetables. I'm eating no meat. I'm not, eating things. It's like, hold on a second. Like, this is so weird. Like, I had diarrhea. I couldn't go to the bathroom. Like, it just was, like, constant diarrhea and constipation. Like, all these, like, bowel issues and stuff. And it was really crazy. Just horrible headaches all day. Just really, really, really bad. Like chest pain. I was dizzy. I couldn't breathe. Like, that's how bad the anemia got. It was so bad. I could not even like catch a breath and all that. So, I realized like, oh wow, like, this is really affecting my blood sugar. Like, this is not helping me lose weight. I'm gaining weight here. This is crazy. So yeah, so I want to talk about these foods, and it's kind of like I've done some research on these foods, and I've really just thought about it, and I have seen like these foods really have a bad effect. Like, if you really look at most of these superfood packages, you'll look at it and it'll say Prop 65 warning. Like this here, the cacao nibs and stuff, this has a Prop 65 warning for it. This product contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause birth defects or other reproductive harm, it says right here. So I'm going to go through this and through these foods with you and show you how many of them have the Prop 65 warning. And these are kind of foods that you're not even supposed to even really be, like, people should not even really be eating this stuff. Like, okay, so let's go through. So I kind of made a list here. With everything, so let's go through this. So first off, spirulina. So they tell you on vegan diet, okay, go eat the spirulina, that this is going to give you B12, that this is how you're going to get your B12 and everything. Just load up on spirulina and nutritional yeast for B12 or whatever. First of all, getting B12 through like things like if it's not meat, like I just feel like it's not, you're not really processing it like the same. Like same with vitamins. Like they say, okay, take the B12 and take the vitamins, all that. But I've noticed people have taken them and then they're still not. You're still having the B12 deficiency symptoms. You're still having the iron deficiency symptoms, and it's just not natural. Now looking at spirulina. Okay, spirulina. This is algae. Okay, so this is algae. So they get this algae, which contains heavy metals. Heavy metals are inside the algae. This algae comes from ocean, whatever. Da, da. So this algae, you eat it, it goes through your liver, and then it's causing gut damage, like bacteria. Like at first, it goes through your liver. It goes through your liver. The heavy metals are in there. It's staying in there, and then it goes down into your intestine. So what the effect I had eating spirulina? I ate spirulina one time. One time I ate spirulina. I had a smoothie, a naked juice. I was shitting green for a whole week. Just green. My whole digestion, it was just diarrhea, and like it just was really bad. It's not natural. That color, the way it is, it's just not natural. Like you're not meant to be eating algae. Algae grows off pools, like off of old pools and stuff. There's also ways sometimes you can get this spirulina and there can be bacteria in it. You can get really sick. Like it's not a game. It's just not a joke. It's just really, really bad. And yeah, it'll mess up your liver, your intestines. It's just not good. And like I don't know like where this is come from. Like feeding algae. Like I mean that's like the stuff growing on the side of an aquarium. Like I mean come on, right? Okay, so then they say to eat nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast, okay, so nutritional yeast is also a bacteria. Yeast is bacteria. Yeast, anything yeast that can grow yeast into your body. So here we have a diet that's high on carbohydrates, high on sugar, and then they combine eat nutritional yeast. So therefore, you're actually growing yeast within your body, candida overgrowth. That's how you can get candida overgrowth. Now, with this may not be for everybody. Like, you know, you can eat nutritional yeast. Maybe if you don't have yeast in your body, maybe it's not gonna like affect it, but it can begin to grow. Like, it still can begin to grow yeast in your body. So, I just think like okay, you get B12 from this. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy to me. Okay, so another thing that is also a problem, the nuts and seeds. So first of all, cashews, they eat a lot of cashews, and until you eat a lot of cashews, but cashews, they grow in a toxic hole. The hole that the cashew grows is toxic, like on the outside of it or whichever. And peanuts are the worst nut that you can eat of all nuts. The worst inflammatory nut that you can just even imagine, and it's just it's crazy. So they tell you to eat nuts and seeds. So now with seeds, especially with seeds, this is where a problem comes in, because you have pumpkin seeds, popcorn seeds, chia seeds, like all these little seeds. So you eat these little seeds, and then your intestines have little like crooks in them and stuff, that the seeds stay stuck inside of there. That's how you get diverticulosis. That's why people like do this diet and then they get so bloated. That's why you're just so bloated. And they say that, okay, like you can reverse autoimmune disease. This isn't gonna reverse IBD. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, that's gonna totally mess you up. It's gonna really mess you up. You have IBS, constipation, all this stuff. It's gonna worsen it. You will be in a worse condition. Grains and rice, like rice, especially rice, that'll stick in there too into your gut. It's just not good. It's full of sugar. It's just something like rice is something people should not be eating rice. Rice is just not, it's not good. Okay, so then they have you eating loads of nightshades. So they say, okay, eat the eggplants, eat tomatoes, peppers, eat all these vegetables and stuff, eat all these vegetables. But okay, so you eat the vegetables, you eat the nightshades, it leaches the calcium out of your system, deposits in other areas of your body. That's how you get arthritis, you get all these other, it's just a havoc for an inflammatory condition. So the nightshades also, In turn, I made my video about nightshades. They also will in turn cause psychosis. They'll cause all kind of different symptoms, delirium, this and that. Okay, then we have the cacao. I already showed you about the cacao. Cacao, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, this is like, okay, so contains chemicals. So this contains heavy metals inside of this as well. And then also there's another thing called maca that they're selling. It's the same company. They sell maca. Okay, so maca. If you do some research on Wikipedia into maca, I don't know if it's maca, whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Just flow with me here. So maca, if you look up maca, this actually, what this will do is this affects your central nervous system. It affects your thyroid. It increases iodine to super high level. And then if you also look on there, it's also a monoamine oxidase inhibitor. I have this all written down all information. And it's a mutagen. So it has MCTA compounds, and they're also associated with craving behaviors, like there's just all kinds of stuff. If you really look deep into these superfoods, and you'll see. So in turn, the maca, you are causing yourself like damage to the thyroid, like all different kinds of things. These things, and people are just eating this stuff like it's nothing. They're not like, they kind of just think, okay, let me just try this. But I mean, the maca has the same exact reproductive harm warning on it as well, so it's not good. And then they also have it on goji. Yeah, the goji, spirulina, cacao, maca powder. They all have a Prop 65 warning that's warning you, hey, this is gonna cause reproductive harm and birth defects. Okay. So on top of that, they have beans. They have soybeans, which are raising the estrogen in men and women. That's definitely going to cause reproductive harm. Combined as well with low protein, low B12, low iron, that as well is going to cause reproductive harm, sterilization. Like, you're affecting yourself from being able to have a child. It's terrible. And the thing with the fruits is, they say load up on a lot of fruit. Okay, well, there's certain fruits that we're not even supposed to be, that just you're not even supposed to be eating, that aren't even safe. Like they have these exotic fruits that they're introducing to people, like star fruit, cassava. Okay, the star fruit, that causes kidney damage. That can damage your kidneys. Like some different kind of vegetables, yeah, they have like compounds in them that fruits and vegetables will have compounds in them that can damage your body, that just we're not even supposed to be like eating or whichever. Rhubarb, that can do the same thing. It can damage your kidneys. Cassava has cyanide. They are feeding, cassava's kind of gotten a little popular. That has cyanide. If it's not prepared right, you can get really sick, really ill. Like, there's a lot of different things here. So I just wanted to go through this list and just show you guys how crazy it is, how the things that are put into these foods. So on top of that, they'll also have you, I wrote down even more here. On top of that, you think you're escaping from eating unpure foods. You think, okay, you know what? This is the purest food. We're just having fruits and vegetables, all this stuff. Like, okay, you know what? Let me just trust these vegan foods and this and that. Okay, let me show you right here the ingredients. Let's go through. As I told you guys about the diet cheese, I talked about that. Like, let's go through the ingredients in that. I've written this down right here. Okay, so this is from diet.com. This is diet mozzarella. So let's look through the ingredients in this. Filtered water, tapioca flour, expeller pressed non-GMO canola or safflower oil, coconut oil, pea protein, vegan natural flavors. Okay, so what are the vegan natural flavors? That's my question. Okay, inactive yeast, vegetable glycerin, xanthan gum, ooh, not good, citric acid, vegan for flavor, it's in parentheses, and then the next ingredient, here's what's at the end, this is what really gets to me, titanium dioxide, a naturally occurring mineral, added in parentheses. This shit is so funny. I'm so sorry. This is so funny. Okay. So now we went to Wikipedia. Let's look up titanium dioxide. Okay. It has a wide range of applications, including paint, sunscreen, food coloring. So that's where the vegan cheese gets the color. It's also used as a tattoo pigment for flooring, insulators, tiles, appliances. Okay, also on the Wikipedia website, that Dunkin' Donuts in the United States is dropping titanium dioxide from its powdered sugar donuts due to pressure. There is also some evidence that the rare yellow nail disease may be caused by titanium dioxide. Now, these are just little bits and pieces I took off of Wikipedia, some of the information that I got on there if you look into the health stuff about titanium dioxide. So here we are, like, there's foods that are being introduced that we shouldn't be eating. Then they go ahead, they're introducing more toxins into these vegan foods. These vegan foods have all kinds of things in them that, things may say organic. It'll say organic. It'll say whatever. Okay, you'll think that you're getting whichever, but there's always going to be some little toxic ingredient. You have to always be so, like, vigilant with this stuff. And, the thing that is really sad to me is how people think that this is an okay diet. So something with titanium dioxide versus having a piece of meat, which is pure, there's no titanium dioxide, there's not, sure, yeah, if you get, like, some bad meat, okay, whatever, you get some, like, non-grass fed or whatever, something, but meat, water, vegetables versus, let's see, all this stuff in here, titanium dioxide, inactive yeast, vegetable glycerin, like, all this stuff that is just not good or whatever. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of, like, give my view on all that and talk about these foods and stuff, and the thing that's happening here. And the thing also that's happening here is, when I did it, I wrote down stuff also here is, like, I did it, and then I lost, like, all the color to my skin. Like, it took away, like, everything out of me. Like, my whole skin, I looked like a ghost. Like, it just took, a lot of the iron levels, like, whatever. It just wasn't, I just knew that this just wasn't the right thing for me. I was like, and I'm really glad that I opened up and was able to see, okay, here's what's going on here. This isn't good. This isn't, like, helping me. And, with the fiber, like, our bodies were never made to digest, like, all these vegetables, like, all this fiber, like, all these fruits and stuff. Like, people ate meat. Like, they hunted and ate meat and stuff. It wasn't like just, oh, okay, just load up on all these fruits and vegetables. How would you stay warm in the winter? What fur are you going to have to keep you warm? What way? How could they have you thinking that you just are supposed to eat fruits and vegetables, which is the diet of a primate? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, animals eat the fruits and the vegetables. Their bodies can digest this. Our bodies, on the other hand, like, we can digest vegetables, but not like that. Like, not like all vegetables, like, because first of all, the fiber is just, it gets to be too much in your system. A lot of these vegetables, like, it's just, you're not supposed to be eating. Plus the carbohydrates, like, I'm definitely, like, a pure example of how bad this diet was for insulin, for blood sugar levels, because, look at me now. Like, it's like, hold on a second, like, I'm doing this diet, I did this diet, whatever, and then, like, why am I 217 pounds? Shouldn't I have done this vegan diet and gotten, like, all, like, I thought, okay, I'm gonna get all, like, in shape and everything and get healthy and all that. And no, because that's not, it's not, like, it wasn't a good plan for me. It wasn't, and I'm not saying this is for everybody. I'm just saying for me personally that it just wasn't good. And I wanted to talk about, the thing that's so sad is there's a lot of, like, propaganda going on and stuff. When I was looking at the videos and stuff, what would happen was, so I'd be in this YouTube, whatever, watching videos and stuff, and you know, it's really crazy the things that they will say to keep you into this diet. The craziest thing that I was told that if you don't do a vegan diet, you're not gonna go to heaven. Yeah, I was told that. Like, I was like, what? Like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, that's how far it'll go. And the thing is, it's crazy because, like, when I'd be on the diet, like, I thought, okay, you know, when I'm on my period, like, I should be able to have some meat because I'm just drained. It's making me really sick. Like, my chest will start hurting, severe anemia symptoms, headaches, dizziness, all that. And then I would have some meat. And the next thing I know, like, I would kind of notice that there would be like some anger, like there would be, oh, okay, like you're a murderer, like, oh, you have like this one piece of meat, oh, you're a murderer. But instead of like, oh, okay, you know what, I've been doing this diet, I've saved all these animals, this and that. That's how it is, and it really, really is. It becomes a really, really sick kind of an obsession almost, and you know, it's really weird. And I used to look at this one website. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, when I was younger, you know, being a teenager, going through the phase of, okay, you know, you want your body perfect, whatever. I actually had gone into some anorexic community websites, like Blue Dragonfly, whichever, and a lot of the people who were anorexic actually were doing a vegan diet and following a vegan diet, and they were doing that because they could lose the most weight with that and whichever. And I really do see it really goes hand in hand. It becomes hand in hand. It becomes an eating disorder. It becomes, you know, you become so malnourished, and when you become so malnourished, it's almost like your life, you're in a mirage almost. Like, I was so, because when I did this diet, I was malnourished. I was confused. I was psychotic. I was paranoid. I lost touch with reality. And that's all from malnourishment. It gets that bad. I didn't lose my period like some women have. I've seen some women lose their period and stuff. I didn't lose my period on it, thank goodness. Because I didn't eat any, the only protein I could eat was beans, because I was like, I'm not gonna eat soy. Like, I mean, I ate soy with the vegetarian diet when I did it to lose weight, but I was like, okay, I just can only eat beans because I need gluten free and soy free, whichever. So yeah, I just, it really just became devastating on my body and my system, and I'm still trying to get my system back to normal. I mean, and everything, just restore all the minerals that I had lost during the time that I did that diet. And you know, it's really dangerous because people are looking to get their health better, and then they're given this kind of dangerous advice that's risking lives, risking people's health. I've heard stories of people dying. People are feeding this to their children. Their children are dying. People are, yeah, they're getting really sick. And malnourishment, the kind of malnourishment that's going on, this malnourishment is causing like a psychosis for them to feel that this is okay. And then they're coming up with these arguments and facts and bases that they believe are facts. They're telling people that meat is unhealthy. How is it over the past few, I want to say like couple decades or whichever, how all of a sudden are we being told that meat is unhealthy when we have been eating meat since the dawn of time with no problem whatsoever, no issue or whatever? But all of a sudden they're telling you that meat is unhealthy, meat clogs up your arteries, meat makes you fat, meat does all this stuff. Okay, then tell me why, when I ate a vegan diet, I was eating all these vegetables, eating all this fruit, eating all this stuff, and then I was gaining weight, getting bigger, getting my health, my inflammation was worse. I was in the worst pain of my life. I was just all I could do was lay in the bed all day. And then tell me why I switched my diet over to the keto diet. I'm eating meat. I'm eating meat cooked in bacon fat. I'm eating cheese. I'm eating eggs. Tell me why my health hasn't improved and why I've lost weight. Tell me why my chest is not hurting anymore. I'm not having headaches. I can wake up. I can run every day. Why? So why are they telling you that meat clogs arteries and meat is unhealthy? They're telling you this because it's a complete lie. It is complete propaganda and it is complete nonsense. So don't listen to this kind of propaganda, because you can fall into that trap and you can get so confused. They'll just confuse you. They'll give you this information and feed it to you, and you just will be like, oh. So this is my video. I just wanted to let you guys know. I just wanted to share about the dangers of this food, the dangers of this diet, and the facts that they're spewing that are so untrue and so false. Because they're going to tell you, they're going to keep telling you that meat will clog arteries. They're going to keep telling you that meat is unhealthy and this and that, but it doesn't clog arteries. The real damage, the real trouble causing is sugar. Is sugar and carbohydrates, and these grains that load you up on all. This is all this stuff here. This is all high carbs. That's all carbohydrates and all sugars and stuff. And then that just, boom, it's terrible. And especially if they have somebody get on that diet who's already overweight, who's already having a problem with their blood sugar, their insulin and stuff, they'll get on this diet. Their blood sugar will go sky high. They'll gain weight just like I did. They'll go through the same exact thing. Women will lose their ability to have children. Like, thankfully I didn't lose my period, because it's like, if I lost my period, I'd be scared shitless. I would be like, dude, like, I'm not gonna be able to have kids when I grow up, like, when I get older, like, I want to have kids eventually, so it's like, I'm just letting people know the danger of this. And yeah, I just wanted to share my experience of what I went through with it, and how there's a lot of confusion out there and stuff. So I hope everyone has a good day, and thank you so much for viewing my video. Thank you so much for subscribing and everything. Bye bye.